We are staying with Bengal, and that's because Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee's government received a stern reprimand from the state's High Court as it heard affidavits seeking probes into the allegations of extortion, land grab and sexual assault which surfaced from Sandeshkhali ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. A bench led by the Chief Justice of the Kolkata High Court, the Calcutta High Court, told Ms. Banerjee's Trinamool Congress, which came under heavy fire after it was seen as shielding Sheikh Shah Jahan, a local leader who is the primary accused, that it could not shirk accountability in the event that the allegations are found to be true. Let me go back to Riju for a moment. You know, what the court said, and I quote, "Even if one affidavit is correct, it is shameful. Even if 1% is true, it is absolutely shameful. West Bengal says it is safest for women. Even if one affidavit is proven to be right, all of this falls." How would you respond to that? This is what the court is saying.
See, Sandeshkhali is a land issue. It is the Honorable Calcutta High Court that tied our hands for 50 odd days. And after the Calcutta High Court clarified that we can take action, it was the West Bengal police that arrested Sheikh Shah Jahan, not ED, CBI or any of the central agencies. Secondly, after the arrest, Mamata Banerjee has done her Rajkaran. All the accused are elected members of Trinamool Congress. Mamata Banerjee has suspended them and thrown them out of the party. Have you seen them again, the BJP doing that for Brij Bhushan or Kuldeep Singh Sengar? No. So we have done the needful. But with all due respect to Calcutta High Court, when Calcutta High Court comes down so heavily on the state government, it only reminds me, and again I'm saying with all due respect, that there was one so-called judge of this Calcutta High Court who sat on the same chair as the judge of the Honorable Calcutta High Court and was in touch with the BJP, who himself admitted that, and now is the candidate contesting the Lok Sabha on a BJP ticket. So, all in all, we have done our part. We have arrested the accused.
You have done your part, but the accused, Riju, was on the run for more than 50 days.
Yes, Nirav Modi and Mehul Choksi.
No, but does that make this right?
No, absolutely not.
So it is an entirely false equivalence, no, my friend.
No.
Who is saying that Nirav Modi is right or Mehul Choksi are right? Does that mean that this man, Sheikh Shah Jahan, was right for having, avoided the police for 50 days? 50 days?
Probably you did not hear the first 10 seconds of my speech here. I categorically said, I have tweeted it. My National General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee has tweeted it. AIT, All India Trinamool Congress has tweeted it, that there was a court order where the Calcutta High Court said, because there was an SIT that was to be formed between the ED, CBI and the West Bengal police, and the ED said that we do not want Bengal police to be a part of the SIT, the Calcutta High Court stopped Bengal police to take any action against the accused. After Calcutta High Court clarified after 56 days that you can take action against him, within 48 hours, Sheikh Shah Jahan was arrested.
In earlier court hearings, the Bengal police, according to the court, was called totally biased.
Again, I will say, the Honorable High Court can make all these comments, but why did you tie the hands of West Bengal police for 55 days?
I'm not sure any court can stop the police. Anyhow, let me go across to Shikha Mukherjee, who's been listening. And I know Shatrupa wants to reply. I'll come to Shatrupa in a moment. But Shikha Mukherjee, Sandeshkhali is obviously a deeply political theme right now. But we've discussed this in the past. And the allegations of extortion, land grab, sexual assault that have surfaced, the people who have suffered the most are women in the area. Has there been any justice for them in the last couple of weeks or months since this all began?
Vishnu, I think we all know how justice, the speed at which justice is delivered in this country. And if you think that in two weeks' time, justice is going to be delivered to any victim, then that is something which I think is totally unrealistic. But actually, to answer the sense of your question, at this point in time, the investigations are on and they must go on without any kind of hitch. Because the court is right. Even one case is as bad as 100 cases. And justice has to be not only done, but has to be seen to be done. In this case, if the accusations of sexual assault, violence, all of that is proved, then justice must be done. It's not as though you can do a Bilkis Banu on somebody like who has been a victim of sexual violence. That is also not an acceptable way of doing things. Therefore, I am absolutely sure that nobody would want that these women should not get justice. The sooner the better, but knowing the way in which these courts function, I am afraid that we'll have to wait for a very long time for them to get justice.
With us as well. Mr. Srivastav, to the allegations of rape and violence against women, let's deal with that first. On the basis of your investigations and what you have filed in your petition, what have you come across? One of the biggest concerns was that there were people in the area who were utterly traumatized, who were affected and chose or are not in a position to come forward. That's very common. But in terms of the crimes which were committed, what have you come across?
For last many years, these atrocities were going on by the said person Sheikh Shahjahan. It was only on 5th January when ED officers went to raid his premises and they were brutally attacked. And FIRs were filed against the ED officers themselves. And this Sheikh Shahjahan had to fled from Sandeshkhali. And only after he went away, these women got courage, they gathered courage, they went out and they demanded justice for the atrocities, sexual assault, land grabbing, etc., which was going on for years together. And thereafter, it attracted the attention of national media. We also came to know. I filed a petition in Supreme Court and then I filed a petition in High Court. Today, as you are aware, Honorable High Court has reserved judgment after hearing all of us. The biggest concern is these victims are mostly absolutely helpless. Till now, there was no one to take forward their plight and no one was there to rescue them. Before I deal with the entire case and our investigation till now, I would definitely like to counter what my learned friend from TMC just now stated. My learned friend from TMC said that the Honorable High Court had tied hands of the state government and that is why they were not able to arrest Sheikh Shahjahan. I have that order in front of me right now. That order was pertaining to the attack on ED officers. The Honorable High Court had categorically said that the state police will be restrained from taking any action in the cases already registered. So no one stopped state police to register fresh cases of sexual assault which was later on registered and to arrest the main accused Sheikh Shahjahan. So just shrugging off their shoulder by saying that we were tied by Honorable High Court is unfair. Second point I would like to highlight here is when Honorable High Court already ordered CBI inquiry in ED attack case, the state government went to Honorable Supreme Court and challenged the Honorable High Court's order directing CBI inquiry. Honorable Supreme Court dismissed state's petition and confirmed the order of Calcutta High Court, and that is how CBI took custody of Sheikh Shahjahan and now he is in ED custody till 13th of April. Now this is so far as the allegations of state police and their defense is concerned. This itself shows that the state machinery was definitely trying to shield him and that is how he was absolutely protected for last so many years. So far as the allegations of these ladies are concerned, those are heart-wrenching. If you read about them, if you see their testimony which they have given on videos, they categorically say that in the nights, goons of Sheikh Shahjahan used to come to their houses, pick them from their houses, direct them to report to the local office of TMC at Sandeshkhali, and they were used to be subjected to rape, molestation, sexual assault. those ladies who used to oppose or those family members who used to oppose, those people were brutally beaten and exploited. Lands were grabbed, and you might be aware now, after this entire issue came to the national attention, the state authorities and state machinery started returning back land. So this itself shows that the state admits that the land was grabbed, land was taken away from the poor tribal women, ladies and people. The plight was so gruesome that they were not even, there was no authority to whom they could have complained. And even when the entire media and our petitions were there and everything was in limelight, then too the allegations are that in the daylight, police authorities used to register complaints for the namesake, but in the night, the same police authorities used to go to these victims and say that now you have registered complaint, you either take it back or we will not leave you. Kindly remember, the first sexual assault case in this entire issue was not registered before the police authorities. It was only registered before a magistrate when a victim somehow gathered courage and she first and foremost she narrated her ordeal of sexual assault before a magistrate. So even right now, the victims, the people of Sandeshkhali are absolutely frightened. They know that after this entire court trial and media attention goes away, they'll be back to the same dark era. So that is why we have prayed to the Honorable High Court that apart from directing for CBI or court monitored SIT inquiry, there has to be certain more measures which are required to be adopted. Like central police forces are required to be deployed, a committee is required to be formed, because these victims are so much traumatized that they can't come to Kolkata or New Delhi or any big city and register their FIR.
Yes.
We need to send a committee, handhold them, try to understand their plight and understand the atrocities to which they have been subjected. Inhuman atrocities. If no strict action is taken, if the culprits are not given strictest punishment, these incidents will repeat. On the contrary, if you punish the culprits, if you really find out who all are the people behind this gruesome crime,
Yes.
many and many women who are being subjected to such cruelty will come forward, narrate their ordeal and demand justice.
All right. Thank you so much for sort of summarizing that. Riju, a couple of points. Number one, the police could have acted contrary to what you are suggesting over there. Number two, some of the crimes took place in a Trinamool office, including allegations of rape. Number three, the police, on instances when they did register cases, threatened the victims to withdraw their charges. Did the Trinamool not know what a local leader of theirs was actually doing over there?
I'll go one by one. First, regarding the court, what my party has said, what we have said is very clearly, and I've said that to you on your show. Secondly, if even one complaint by one woman is being proved in the court of law, I am saying this on NDTV, the accused should not be punished, they should be hanged till death.
No, but your entire point about the police not being in a position to act earlier, point by point, Mr. Srivastav, he's an advocate of the Supreme Court of India, has entirely dismissed your argument. He has said that there is nothing that could have prevented the state police from filing fresh cases. That's what he has said. Why was that not done?
No, it's absurd. If you heard the Honorable Counsel, that is, who's here, he categorically said that the High Court said that you cannot take action against the case of the attack on the ED. So the Sheikh Shahjahan is arrested now, and the case that has
No, but he is saying about the atrocities against the women. What stopped cases from being...
Can you let me finish? You'll get your answer. If you let me finish.
Go ahead.
So ED has taken custody of Sheikh Shahjahan on that case itself. When the fresh cases were filed in the police, in Najat police station, and one woman who went to the magistrate and filed a 164, if I am not wrong, the counsel will correct me, she never mentioned Sheikh Shahjahan's name, she mentioned Shibu Hajra's name, and he was arrested within 4 hours of that complaint, within 4 hours. And till now, I don't know about the fresh PILs in the Calcutta High Court. But till now, till Sandeshkhali is no more a issue, burning issue, because everything has been done and dusted. But till now, I am unaware, apart from new PILs in Calcutta High Court, whether there is any direct allegations of sexual assault or rape or any sexual charges against Sheikh Shahjahan. I know there are there against Shibu Adnan, that is why he was arrested in 24. But if there are PIL against Sheikh Shahjahan, and if it is proven in the court of law, you hang him till death.
All right,
He has
so
got nothing
got
to
it.
do with what this person like.
Mr. Srivastav, 2 points over there. Again, for the benefit of our viewers, can you clarify whether the police in any way were restricted in being able to take action to protect the victims? Number one. And number two, as far as Sheikh Shahjahan is concerned, are there direct allegations of rape or violence against women attributed to him?
Yes, I'll read the exact line. It is in my mobile. The direction of Honorable High Court in ED attack case. It says, it goes without saying that the West Bengal State Police shall also be restrained from proceeding with the investigation in the cases which have been registered by them. This entire case was pertaining to only 3 FIRs which were related to attack on ED officers. The Honorable High Court nowhere said that he can't be arrested in the fresh or pending sexual harassment cases or sexual assault cases. And I am making this statement on record before you. There are 376 rape cases already filed against Sheikh Shahjahan. My learned friend from TMC can go and cross-check. I am saying it with some kind of authority because I have seen the record. There are 376 cases filed against Sheikh Shahjahan, and in this plethora of PILs which are pending before Honorable Calcutta High Court, and also my PIL which was filed before Honorable Supreme Court initially and then in Calcutta High Court, there are serious allegations of sexual assault and rape by Sheikh Shahjahan. Today, one of the co-PIL petitioner also produced many affidavits given by many of these victims who have directly named Sheikh Shahjahan for sexual assault and rape. So it is incorrect to say, again I am repeating, and the order is in front of me, anyone can read it, it is there on Kolkata High Court website. It was absolutely incorrect interpretation of the order that state of West Bengal is restrained from arresting him for all purposes. It was not so. And it was reported in Calcutta High Court. The learned State Advocate General has himself stated, and you must have read in media also, 42 cases in last 6 years were registered against this person, including rape and murder cases. So it is incorrect to say that he has not been alleged in any sexual assault case. Now, why we are seeking independent inquiry? Why we are saying that we don't have trust on state?
Yeah.
Just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Just 30 seconds.
No, Riju, I'll come to you in half a minute. Riju, I'll come to you. Let him finish, I'll come to you.
Mr. Riju, I'll hear you. Mr. Riju, I'll hear you very patiently. I have nothing against you. What I am saying is this. The local police have completely lost trust of the complainants, of the victims. And that is precisely the reason why victims and complainants are not able to go and lodge FIRs before the local police. You yourself admitted that there was a rape complaint filed, but that was only before the magistrate. The victim had no trust, and rather she had fear that if she if she goes to file before police authorities, she'll be beaten, her husband or her people will be subjected to further harassment. So what I'm saying is, why we are saying that there should be a court monitored inquiry, why we are saying that CBI or any independent agency, SIT should investigate.
Yes, I get that point. You mentioned that earlier. Riju, quickly reply. I wanted to go back to Shikha for a moment. Yes.
Yeah. My only thing is the Honorable Counsel here, he mentioned that there was 42 cases against Sheikh Shahjahan. And he said it absolutely correct. Now, all those 42 cases, I hope he will also say this and admit this, that are charge sheeted. Why? The courts are not controlled by Trinamool Congress. After the police has filed the charge sheet, all those 42 cases, which have been going on for the last 7 years, why didn't the court of law take action against him? Simple. The police have filed charge sheets in all those 42 cases. We do not control the courts. The courts have not given a judgment or a verdict or asked us to take action against it. You have to understand, like the Honorable Counsel has just clarified, that now there are several PILs.
I would like to respond.
Yes.
I would like to respond for 30 seconds.
Airport. Yes. Now, like the Honorable Counsel has said, now there are several.
So let him reply to your question, Riju.
So fine. Yes.
Go ahead, sir. Mr. Srivastava.
Mr. Som, just give me 30 seconds. There is
Go ahead.
very critical point, very critical, and it is relevant to what Mr. Reju is saying. Now, I'll tell you something more interesting. We all know that West Bengal post-poll violence was witnessed in the year 2021. There also the Honorable Calcutta High Court, after various petitions were filed, directed for CBI inquiry. CBI ultimately submitted charge sheet and then trials started. Now kindly please listen to me very carefully what happened in the CBI trial of post-poll violence cases of West Bengal.
Are you changing the goalpost?
Witnesses were threatened. I am saying something which is on record. Just give me 30 seconds, sir. Just give me. I am answering to your question why there was no direction from court to arrest Sheikh Shahjahan. Although I am just presuming that what you are saying is correct. But just listen me for 30 seconds. That not more than that. By clock 30 seconds. The CBI had to file a transfer petition in Supreme Court 2 months back, saying that please transfer the post-poll violence case trials outside the state of West Bengal. Honorable Supreme Court has admitted the transfer petition criminal filed by CBI and has stayed the trials of post-poll violence cases in state of West Bengal. And do you know what is the reason behind Supreme Court staying the trial? The sole reason is that there are serious allegations that not only witnesses are being threatened, not only the victims of post-poll violence case are being threatened, but also the lawyers of the victims and of the CBI and investigating agencies who are fighting cases against the goons in post-poll violence cases. Those lawyers are being attacked and threatened. And please remember, I am saying this with some kind of authority. I can show you the order. I can read out the order also right now.
All right. Okay.
This
Look, I need to start wrapping this
up.
up.
Please don't blame. Just 10 seconds. Please don't blame. Please don't blame courts. Please remember the background also.
I have to give him an answer.
All right. Look,
First
Riju.
of all, you have to give me Vishnu 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Come on now. See, the Honorable Council very cleverly changed the goalpost from Sandeshkhali to post-poll violence. Now, post-poll violence was investigated by the CBI. Now, for your knowledge and for the Council's knowledge, CBI has closed their office in Bengal and have gone back to Delhi. Now, if he is saying that Trinamool Congress is so powerful, we are, threatening the lawyers and all that, there is no substantial proof. But will he get to shed light on how a father was threatened in Uttar Pradesh by Yogi Sarkar after his daughters were gang raped and hanged by the police?
Okay, all right. So that's a separate case. We need to wrap this up. I'm sorry, Shikha, I couldn't go back to you or Shratrupa, but there's a lot which has actually come in over here by way of new information. I'd like to thank you all very much for being with us.